Hey, Jack, thanks so much for joining the show today. Can you tell us a little bit about your background in UX management and then what you're currently up to at Boeing?
Absolutely. I got into design from graphic design, actually. My background was undergraduate degree in graphic design. Then I got a master's in interaction design. Worked for a number of years as an interaction designer. I'm now a manager at Boeing,
Yeah,
the company that I was originally a part of got acquired by Boeing.
awesome. Well, yeah, thanks for the background there. And then what part of Boeing, right? If you say UX design at Boeing, I'm like, oh, you're telling the cockpit what to do and how to fly the plane and all that stuff.
Right, right. Yeah,
There's
so
also
there,
a billion things that go into making a plane. And
yeah. And Boeing is an enormous organization.
yeah,
There are three major parts of Boeing. I'm within the part called Boeing Global Services. And specifically in my case, it's in the area of maintenance.
okay.
So we have a suite of applications that handle the authoring of technical data, the management of that data in a CSDB, with workflows and task management, that sort of thing, the publication of that data, and the delivery of that data to the maintainer in the field. And so when we're talking technical data, we're basically talking maintenance manuals, right, for
Mhm.
aircraft.
Cool. And then can you tell us a little bit about your approach to management? How do you grow and motivate a design team?
Yeah, so development of the design team is something that's really important. It's important to me.
Yeah.
Um, and so I've established a number of practices with my team. Um, One, critique is hugely important, and so we have a practice where we have a weekly critique that's not just for the design team, but is open to the entire development team. So we have participants from the software developers. We have our customer support members joining that critique. We have our QA or quality assurance software test team who participates in that. And so we all gather and we view the UI prototypes, mock-ups, whatever. We could just be sketches, concepts, whatever we have to show that week. And we get feedback from all those people from their various perspectives, which is just extremely valuable, right? And so we try to do that every week, assuming that we do have something to show. And then on top of that, we have internal critiques as well, because we need time for the design team to really, dive deep into the design and the usability, and talking about the design system components and all those kinds of things. So that's one thing that is really important to my management style and the development of our team, is that critique culture, right? Being completely open about sharing what we're working on, getting that feedback,
Mhm.
incorporating it, and understanding that I am not the work and the work is not me, right? And being able um, to divorce yourself from that work and not have so personal an attachment to it, right?
You also mentioned conferences, right? Is that a critical piece?
Yeah, so conferences is something that for me personally, I said when I was a UX team of one, um, I needed to have that camaraderie, a shoulder to cry on, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Somebody to complain with.
Yeah.
Um, and so I found, well, at the time, I found what was a Yahoo discussion group. It eventually became the Interaction Design Association,
Yeah.
um, IXDA. And so I became very much involved in that organization at a time when I really needed that sort of tribal support, and made a lot of great friends there. Really learned a lot from it. It helped me in my career. And so, the interaction conference that IXDA puts on every year is something that I've been to and participated in every year. It's been a huge boon to my work, my career, and my development as a designer and now as a manager. And so I see that as an important part of any designer's experience, and being able to learn and see how other organizations work,
Yeah.
other projects, and be able to bring that back to the team. I encourage my designers to go out, look, find something that's available that interests them and that they think is applicable, and then I help them make the case for why they should be going to that and what it's going to do for our team.
You're also a professor of design, I assume. Can you tell us a little bit
Yes.
about your approach to teaching design and what you think is important?
Absolutely, yeah. So I've been teaching now for 15 years as adjunct faculty at West Virginia University, which is my undergraduate alma mater. I had been working for a couple years, and my former professor reached out and asked if I'd be interested in teaching a course on design theory. I ended up calling it design issues, and I took the approach that these were graduate level design students, but they basically they had a graphic design education, and they didn't have a broad understanding of the design landscape, right?
Mm-hmm.
Interaction design, service design, etc. I focused on what's happening in design today, and
Yeah.
giving them the overview of design ethics and design in business and design methods, and what are the disciplines of design and how do they compare and contrast to each other, and what do what has the stuff that you've learned, what you're getting your degree in, what does that actually qualify you to do in this broader field of design, right? And so that was the first class I taught, and then I got to, from there, I had a good bit of freedom in deciding what I was going to teach the students, what I
Nice.
thought they needed to learn. And so I developed courses on data visualization and innovation through design process, sort of product design course. I taught a game design course for a couple of years, and it's just been a lot of fun.
Thanks so much for being on the show today.
Oh, really happy to do it. Thanks for inviting me.